Greetings. Today we're going to talk about the fall guy. And the fall guy is just what it sounds like, the person who takes responsibility for what happens to remove the blame from everybody else. Sometimes called the patsy, sometimes called the pawn. But the issue today is that the fall guy that I'm talking about is love. We blame love for things that people have done to us. Like love broke my heart. No, he broke your heart. Love cheated on me. No, they cheated on you. Love hurt me. No, that person hurt you. And there's nothing that you can tell me that love did that's not connected to a person's behavior. You can't. Love, I got betrayed by love. No, you got betrayed by the person you were in love with. But the reason that we blame love, the reason we make love the fall guy, is because we want to justify not loving anymore. We want to justify being cold and bitter and not putting ourselves out like we did. So we make love the fall guy so we don't have to fall for love. But understand, love is a request. It's not a demand. You can love somebody and not get with them. You can love somebody and not do stupid things. You can love somebody and not make yourself vulnerable to someone that you know is not worthy of your vulnerability. So stop making love the fall guy. You show me someone who says love hurt them or did something to them, and I'll be able to show you somebody who got done wrong by somebody else. And if you remove that somebody else, then the harm that they said love did to them would disappear with it. Love is an entity. Love is something that we live into. Love is something that we do. And if we do it terribly, that's not love's fault. I mean, as I said in the poem, if I become a painter, and to let you know, I have none, not an ounce of artistic ability when it comes to drawing. I'm so bad that my kids will say, Daddy, your stick figures look terrible. I'm that bad, that poor at it. But if I did a whole bunch of paintings, you wouldn't look like, whoa, painting sucks. I mean, did you see what this dude painted? Painting is absolutely garbage. You would say, no, he sucks at painting. But what happens is we don't do that. Like if we see somebody who's terrible at a sport, we don't say, oh, that sport is terrible. If we see someone who's terrible at cooking, we don't say, oh, cooking is terrible. Oh my goodness, did you taste this food? Cooking is terrible. You're like, no, you suck at cooking. So what we need to admit is that love is not the fall guy. Most of us suck at love. But that's a hard thing to say and hard thing to admit, especially because it's the one thing that we all claim that we want and we need. But we say when we're terrible at love, when someone else is terrible at love with us, when we get hurt by someone we were in love with, we don't say, hey, that person sucks at love, or I did not love proficiently, or I did not love honestly, or they didn't love honestly. We just say love sucks. Love is garbage. Love is terrible. I'll never fall in love again. That would be like eating terrible food and say, I'm never eating cooked food again. Yeah, it sounds stupid. Love is not the fall guy, even though we try to make it. If you're not successful at love, it's because either you, the person you were with, or both of you are not proficient at it. You're not good at it. And just like you would tell me to get painting lessons, get some kind of help, mentorship, someone to come in to help me figure out my strokes and my lines and my shapes. Same thing. If you suck at love, or if you suck at picking people who don't suck at love, get better. Get better. But stop making love the fall guy. Love didn't do anything to you. The person you were in love with did. And until you accept that, you are going to be a bitter, jaded person who blames love and will not be proficient and good at it and will not experience it in its fullness because you're blaming it for what other people did. Just a thought. Think about it.